Hello everyone, welcome back to Victory Point. Today we are going to see a question called add 1 to number. So it's a very interesting question. It has a lot of corner test cases. So listen to this video very carefully, watch the entire video and you'll be able to code it yourself. So first of all, we'll try to understand the question, then we'll move on to the code, okay? So let's read the question first. Given non-negative number represented as an array of digits, add 1 to the number. The digits are stored such that the most significant bit is at the head of the list. So there is a note over here. Certain things are intentionally left unclear in the question, which you should practice asking the interviewer. For example, can we have zeros before the significant digit? Yes, we can have that in the input. Can we have zeros before the most significant digit in the output? No. So we have to remove the zeros at the starting of the number. So first of all, let's try to add 1 to some very simple numbers. Let's see some examples. So first example we are taking is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if we add 1 to it, what are we going to do? To the rightmost digit, we add 1, right? So this becomes 4. And that's it. Other numbers are just copied down. Moving to another example, let me add 1 to 19. Okay, we have 19 represented as 1, 9. We add 1 to it. What happens? 9 becomes 10. Over here we will write a 0, that is 10 mod 10, that is 0. And what is the carry? Carry is 1. That goes as the carry. So 1 plus 1, this becomes 2. So the answer for this is 2020. Let's take one more example. Let's take the example of 99, 9 and 9. Let me add 1 to it. So 9 plus 1, 10, 1 is carry, 0 is at the bottom. Now 9 plus 1, it is again 10. So at the bottom we write 0, that is 10 mod 10, and carry is still left. Carry is still equal to 1. So what do we do if the entire array has been traversed and we still have a carry? We add that to the beginning of the array. So we put a 1 over here and the answer becomes 100, that is 100. Let me take an example where we have zeros at the beginning of the input. 0, 0, 5, 6. Now how do we deal with this? So first of all, we'll just remove all the zeros at the beginning of the array. So this is a 0, let's remove this. Again, this is also a 0, let's remove this. Now the number left with us is 5656. We do exactly what we have been doing. We add 1 to the rightmost digit. 6 plus 1 is 7. Carry becomes 0, there is no carry over to 5. So 5 is copied as it is and the answer is 57 or 57. So we cannot return 0057 or 057. Okay, we have to remember that. So all of these concepts are going to form the corner cases for this particular question. Let us now try to code this in, how we are going to solve all of these problems with our code. Let's have a look at the code. First of all, as I told you, we are going to remove the zeros at the beginning of the number. How can we do that? So while a dot size is greater than 0 and a of 0 is equal to 0, that means there are zeros in the beginning. What do? We erase the first element from the vector a. We keep doing that for all the zeros that are in the vector. Alright, after this what do we have to do? We take an integer carry. We initialize it to 1. Now we have to move from right to left and keep adding this 1 to the numbers, right? This 1 to the digits. So how will we do that? We'll use a for loop for that. Int I equal to, where do we have to start? From the rightmost side, right? So it is a dot size minus 1, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. So we are going to go from the rightmost digit to the leftmost digit one by one. For each digit, what do we have to do? So a of I plus equal to 1. So we added 1 to a of I. Now what is the value of carry? As I showed you earlier, it is a of I upon 10. And what is the final value of a of I? It is a of I mod 10. Now there is one thing that we haven't considered so far. As soon as carry becomes 0, we have to stop the loop. So if carry is equal to 0, we simply break the loop. Now the last corner test case, if we have a carry 1 and we have traversed the entire vector, we had to add 1 at the beginning of the vector. How do we do that? First of all, we check if carry is still equal to 1. Then what do? We insert at the beginning the value 1. And finally we return A as the answer. Let's run this to see if it is able to solve the visible test cases. Let me just submit this now. So you can see we have been able to solve all the test cases here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got to learn this question. Watch this video very carefully and try to code it yourself. All the very best. Thank you so much.